Expect miracles. These two words were said to me by Lord Michael Bates. I was at primary school with him. Having done a number of long walks himself, this had been his experience. Well, today, on my day off, I wanted just to fill you in on a couple of experiences I had that probably fall into that category. In my last video, where I spoke of the need to be brave, I don't think I said that this place I'd stayed in had no electricity, so I was unable to charge my phone. And I was a bit anxious about that because by the time lunchtime was coming around, it was down to about 4% of battery. And then, as I turned the next corner, almost out of the blue, I stumbled upon a tiny little village and a man coming towards me with a mobile phone in his hand with a charging cable hanging out. I'd just been praying to God for some sort of answer to this dilemma I was in, and so this was fairly obvious, you might say. It turns out he was the head man of the village, and he himself had been looking for power for his mobile. All the shops had no power. The solar energy had collapsed because of the cloud cover over the last few days, but he did think that the local health post might be able to help. And being a man of influence, we went up there together, and hey presto, they had a bit of electricity. So I was greeted by a Zambian nurse with a Norwegian name. That's another story in itself. Maiken was her name. And as a nurse, of course, we had loads of things in common. So she found a room for me, had somewhere to have a quiet lunch, and importantly, a plug with power. So I was a happy chappy when I left with about 40% in my phone. Well, the journey continued, and my next prayer request that afternoon was somewhere to stay for at least 2 nights, because today, my rest day, I just needed somewhere comfortable, well, at least somewhere with electricity, and the prospect was looking fairly bleak on that front because of the remoteness of this area. And then, as I was praying, and lo and behold, a pickup truck passed me, and a white guy stopped me and said, is there anything I can do to help? It turned out to be the Catholic priest. He was Polish. A minute later, another pickup truck passed with the second Catholic priest. He again was Polish, both names Peter and Paul. That's easy, isn't it, to remember? And they said, yeah, of course, there's a lodge about 8 kilometers down the road. It's even got a swimming pool. So, you know what it is? In the space of a few hours, I think I saw 2 miraculous answers to prayer. Now, these don't fall into the category of the parting of the Red Sea or the feeding of the 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fish. But in my mind, they were God's provision for me right at the point of my need. And for that, I give him thanks. So I'm still walking. Well, not today. But each day is a walk of faith. I hope to continue that journey. Thanks for watching.